Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ray from iPhoneRepair.com, and this is basically just looking at a new ROM that's on my Captivate, and also kind of some Q&A type thing from you guys. We've been in the Android business now for only a few months, not very long, for maybe about 8 months, I would say. We've learned a lot. In those 8 months, we've come a long way. We learned how to make a jig. We've learned how to fix devices that are soft bricked. I mean, we've come a long way since we first were introduced to our first Android device back on the G1, and then we progressively have went from the G1 to a Dell Streak, and then to a Captivate and to other devices. Now, this is my personal device. This is a Captivate. It is um, fairly new. I traded an iPhone 3GS for it, so that's how I acquired this. I didn't have to buy it, which was lucky for me. The guy, for some reason, wanted an iPhone 3GS, which it was a 16 gigabyte iPhone, 3GS, but still, the Captivate, in my opinion, is better. But anyways, I made off ahead in that deal. I've been changing ROMs on this thing like crazy. I mean, like you change your socks, I've been changing ROMs, and I can't really find one I like, to be totally honest with you. The one that I had that I liked the most and that seemed to be the most stable was Serendipity by Mikey Mike and Chance M. Um, but the problem with that is that I have finally Google Music. I have my invite, my beta, and no matter what I did, I could not get the music to work. And I'm not sure why that was, if it was because it wasn't on a stock ROM or what the case was, but no matter what I did, I could not get it to work. I went all the way back down to Eclair 2.1 and then reinstalled Serendipity from scratch. I didn't reinstall any of my files from Titanium Backup. I just did it as a new install. I installed the Google Music from the Android market, and it never once did it say, yeah, we recognize your user ID, sign in, you've been invited to the beta. It never once recognized me at all. So then I was like, okay, well, let me try something different. I want to try a gingerbread ROM anyway, so I went ahead and I tried Continuum. I think it was 5.4. That thing, this is just my opinion. I understand other people may have had different experience, but my experience, my opinion, it was very unstable. I did not like it. It caused my device to lag. It would crash. I really did not like it. So then someone suggested I try Mosaic. So I tried Mosaic, and that one was better, was a little bit more stable, but still had some issues. So I was like, okay, well, another person said, well, the one that's pretty close to the basic gingerbread that was ported over from the i9000, I think it was GR12, which is from Mikey Mike. Chance M didn't have anything to do with that ROM. It's just Mikey Mike and some other guys from XDA. So I tried that one. That one was really nice, really stable. One of the good things is that Netflix will work, but still the Google Music Beta didn't work. So the whole point for me getting the Google Music Beta was to use it. So it was no point keeping that ROM, although it was nice. So like I said, I've gone from Serendipity to Continuum, Mosaic, GR12. I haven't tried the Clockwork mod yet. Pardon me, not Clockwork mod, Cyanogen mod, because I know that one's in beta. Most people say it's pretty stable, but I just don't want to risk it. So I said, okay, well, let me go back down to a ROM that's based on a 2.2 Froyo. So I went ahead and I decided to choose Firefly, which, as you can see here on my screen. And I have to say, I'll be honest with you, this one is by far the nicest looking ROM I have ever seen. I mean, it is totally awesome. I mean, the themes on it are cool looking. You can change the dialer. I mean, there's so much into theming on this thing that it's great. So I like that aspect of it. And the other good thing is, well, I'll let you take a listen here. Let's see what we can find. So as you can see, it's definitely great because it's my Google Music is working. So, I mean, it's really, really nice. I really like it because of that. But still, one of the things I've noticed, and you'll probably see it on top here, and I don't remember the exact thing that I followed in XDA, but I followed it to the T, and it didn't work. This thing is a battery hog. I mean, seriously. I had it charging overnight, and it had a F, where the battery indicator is at, so I would symbolize that as full. But when I unplugged it, it immediately went to 98%. It was crazy. So I left it unplugged. I didn't do anything, absolutely nothing whatsoever. I just let it sit there. And within 5 minutes, it went from 98 down to 96%. So it was like seriously like hogging down some battery. So I've seen this before with some other ROMs, and I've read on the XDA how to do the reset thing. So I tried that. I let it drain all the way down and did everything, charged it, and cleared everything by going into recovery. And I forgot exactly what it was I cleared, but cleared that out, fully recharged it, and it's still doing the same thing. So that's the only thing I don't like about this Firefly. If you guys have any suggestions, please hit me up, on my channel or in a comment to let me know, how we can get this right here fixed, because that's the only thing I don't like about this ROM. It's a battery hog. One of the other things, it still doesn't work. I wish it did, and I've tried every single APK that's out there. I've tried where it disables the device check, and then there's another one that you try if it crashes. None of them work. The farthest I can get is what you're seeing here. I can get to my queue, but as soon as I try to play anything, I always get error 1005. So here's where I got excited. I was like, okay, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Awesome. Now, if it works when I'm making this video, I'm just gonna be pissed, but it won't. It does this. It looks promising, and then it flashes the error on the screen. Now, like I said before earlier in the video, I was able to get this work on a few of the Gingerbread ROMs, but just not on any of the Froyo ROMs, or even on the 2.1 Eclair. I was not able to get it to work. Some people out there are saying that they are able to get it to work. How they're able to get it to work, I have no idea, because I have not been able to do it. This is longer than it's normally been taking, but there you go. You can see it clearly right there. So that's as far as I can get. I can't get any farther than that. So, like I said, basically, if you guys have any sort of suggestion for any ROM, I don't care what it is, any ROM that you know that works with both Google Music and with Netflix, please hit me up. Let me know. If you have a link to the XDA thread, go ahead and send me that in a message or whatever. But just let me know, because like I said, I've gone through so many ROMs on this Captivate that I'm probably frying the little thing's processor and everything to where it's gonna break on me. Hopefully it doesn't, knock on wood. But like I said, any suggestions you guys have, I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, we're really getting into this. We're learning a lot of things about the Captivate, Infuse, Inspire, Atrix, Del Streak, the G1. We're learning so much about it. It's really exciting for us. We're already getting into some of the. We've already been into the hardware repairs, but now we're starting to get more into some of the installing custom ROMs. So for some people that don't feel comfortable by following the steps on XDA, we're starting to get into that, installing that. One of the things that, like I said, we did is we made a jig for our Captivate. It was really easy. There's another guy. I'm gonna give him a shout out because he's a really great guy on Mobile Tech Videos. He also makes them. They're really easy to make, but basically, no, it's kind of hard to see. All I did was take the end of a micro SD cable, cut it out, and then I exposed the two pins, and then I soldered a resistor between the two pins, and basically that's what my jig is. I just plug it in and it puts the phone into download mode. It's really super easy. But like I said, if you want one made for you, go on YouTube, and I believe online you go mobiletechvideos.com, and if you search on YouTube for Mobile Tech Videos, Um, you can also order there. They're like $8. He makes them. They're pretty much the same thing like the one I have. They're actually a lot cleaner, a lot nicer looking. Mine, I know you probably can't see it because the light, which I apologize, I should turn the light on when I made this video. I have wires hanging out. But they have no wires hanging out. It's all like pushed in to the inside of the actual jig. So it's really awesome. So if you don't want to make your own, you don't feel comfortable making your own, you can get one for $8 in the U.S. with free shipping. I believe it a little bit more if you're outside the U.S. But like I said, just hit up his YouTube channel or his website, and you can find more information there. But definitely, we appreciate all your support and your comments. We appreciate the good feedback. We don't get too many crazy comments, thankfully. But anything you guys have out there for us, just please let us know. We're open to it. Thank you very much for some of the people that have made some suggestions in the past based on the ROMs that we can try when we did our last video for Serendipity. We definitely appreciate your feedback.